April 18th, 2023. This is Jules, and I have gotten started on the Tamagotchi quilt. So, my great niece, my oldest great niece, did not get a quilt when she was born because it was before her mom married my nephew. So, her younger siblings have all received them when they were born, or Braden got the bendy and the ink machine quilt, and he's about 10 or 11 now. So she is the last one. She has the only one of my great nieces and nephews who has not received a quilt. She is graduating from high school this semester, and so I asked her what she would like, and she wanted a Tamagotchi themed quilt. She is a big Tamagotchi collector, and her favorite character is Madi. I had to do a lot of research on this. If you've been watching for a while, you know that I designed a quilt in EQ8. My daughter, Miss P, gave me some assists when it came to making like the flowers look more like they would look in a pixelated game, like a Tamagotchi. And she helped me a bit with the sun, and basically just, you know, kind of gave me guidance as I was designing this. So I'm really thrilled to say I started piecing it yesterday morning. Sunday I cut a bunch of strips. I didn't cut all the fabric up into strips because I know that there are certain colors, such as the background blue, that are in larger chunks like this right here. So basically, I'm just dividing the pattern up. I mean, I'm amazed. I got 11 inches by 46 inches done yesterday, really fast, because I only have to piece certain chunks of the design, and then the rest is like a big piece of fabric. So it's going much faster. I will have to, when I go to quilt it, I will need to probably use a ruler, and I need to get a bigger one, or I'm going to need to draw lines on there because I do want to make it look like a grid. So I'm thinking it might be time to buy some invisible thread. I have not used it in the long arm, so those of you who have long arms, if you have used it and have recommendations, let me know. I have the monopoly, but it's in the dark color. So if there's another brand or another type that you recommend and you've had success with in your long arm, and let me know. I want to give it a try on another quilt before I put it on this one, but this one still has a ways to go. This again is not the entire quilt. It's just the main portion of the quilt. The layout for the quilt is actually going to be like a handheld Tamagotchi device. So it is going to be in a frame. I'm just piecing this part first. But I do want to quilt this in a grid, and once this is done, the rest of the top should go pretty quickly. Other than that, and that's a lot that I just got done in one morning, I did finish quilting the Dinos Visit Beartown quilt just in time for us to get a request to not bring anything smaller than middle school size to the next meeting. We just have a glut still, even after donating about 200 toddler-sized and baby-sized blankets to one organization. We still have 5 times as many baby and toddler-sized quilts and blankets getting donated as the larger sizes. So I'm going to go through all of my tops that I have that are ready to quilt, and I'm going to, this week, and I'm going to pull out everything that's at least 45 wide by 54, 55-ish long, and anything smaller than that is just going to get hung right back up here, and all the ones that are big enough I'm going to have out, and I'm going to get ready to have a quilting marathon soon. I quilted this with a bunch of different colors, and I had a heck of a time. I quilted it on the Juki, and I didn't realize until the end that it's been so long since I did free motion quilting on anything other than the Moxie, that I forgot to put my feed dogs down. So I was struggling throughout the whole thing with this thing. But but I'm pleased with how it's turned out. But I do have a million thread tails to bury here. So I'm pleased with it. I decided not to actually quilt on the dinosaurs. They are fused onto the top, and then I zigzagged them around the edges. They're not going anywhere. So I decided not to quilt on those, but I did quilt pretty thoroughly in all of the other areas of the quilt. So I did start out doing this with my walking foot, and I was planning to just do gradual curves and things and mainly just follow the roads. And I think I might have broken my walking foot trying to steer it. I'm really hard on walking feet. You know, my Kenmore, I broke at least one walking foot for it. My old computerized Singer, I broke the walking foot for that. I'm just really tough on walking feet. I don't know what I do, but clearly I'm doing something wrong. But yeah, you can see all of the loose threads poking out of this. But it's great. I got to use up a lot of thread and a lot of different colors. And aside from having all of the those ends to bury, I'm really pleased with how this turned out. The backing, it's been so long since I bought this that probably no one remembers it, but it was a fleece remnant from Joann Fabrics, and it's dinosaurs roaming through like a cityscape. And I just felt like it was perfect for this quilt. So, yeah, Dinos Visit Beartown is quilted. I just need to trim it up. Hopefully I'll be able to turn it in May. If not, hopefully June. And if they're still not accepting this small of a blanket by then, I will likely just try to find somewhere else to donate it, and that's okay. That's what I've been up to, y'all. I was caught up as of yesterday or the day before. I was caught up watching everybody else's videos. So I look forward to a chunk of new videos coming into the WordPress site. I look forward to watching those. And I hope that everybody has had at least a little time to be crafty over the past week, that you have time to be crafty over the next week, that you are doing okay, and I look forward to seeing you next week. Bye!